All right. I am going to guard and sprint.
I am going to dash.
By the way, what did the mercenary ready anything?
Yes, he readied his the gun that he has. So if you rush him, he will interrupt to fire on you.
All right.
Say which one of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it looks like Lu Wei stopped short, so.
All right, that's as far as it can get.
Well, I just mean that only one of you ended up rushing at him, so.
Okay. Is that it for everyone?
Leaves the two guards.
Okay.
If you want me to make a suggestion, one of them is a skunk and could spray.
Well, if you want to be a part of the fight there, Griff, you can take control of him.
Okie doke. I'm declare this guy in the back to be the skunk then.
Okay.
I don't necessarily have control over them though, but
Here, hold on.
he could probably. I'm gonna say he's gonna sprint. He actually gets 6, so he can move
You've got control
much
of him now.
closer. Thank you very much.
And the other one. Now you have control of that one too.
Okay. And he is a fair distance away. I think that's still within short though, isn't it?
8 is short range, so you would take a D8, but you could spray him.
I could, and I think I'm going to go ahead and handle that right now, because if he's holding a gun, I need to do something rather than nothing.
Okay. Well, he has a 7, so.
Alright, so it is body speed and species versus speed and dodge on his side. So if he has a 7, I can't actually do it.
It's also a stunt.
It is also a stunt, so I will go reeling afterwards. What are we using for reeling?
Purple, I think? I don't know. Don't remember.
I don't know. Purple's ready now, so.
Yeah, and I always use orange, but we were using that for something else. I don't know. I'm utterly confused without the chart.
His friend is going to sprint up 4. And is also going to guard because that's a gun!
Yep.
Okay. And that is that for the moment.
Muraich watches kind of everybody kind of squaring up and says something to him in a language you don't understand, laughs, and then you see him roar and level the gun and shoot at her. And it goes off.
But who is it hitting?
Alright. That's what she just said.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God. Okay. So Muraich has to dodge.
Yeah, I was wondering why she didn't fire it, or he didn't fire at Ning when Ning charged at him, but apparently had a score to settle with Mirai.
So she does not dodge that. So let's see. So it's a 6-point hit. Jesus Christ. 5-point hit. Let's see.
Dead. You'll be dead.
Well, let me roll a d12. Okay, yes. So you are watching this all play out, and she says something again that says something that aggravates him enough where he just sort of roars and doesn't even aim, just like levels it at her and shoots. You see, you hear the explosion and it go off, and you see the musket ball. It feels like it's almost going in slow motion while you watch it, but it hits her squarely in the chest. She flies back, kind of blood spouting from, in the air. But just as it kind of looks like she's over, you feel almost like a spectral wind go through the trees, and she opens her eyes, gasping, but it's clear that she's dying. And he, after he shoots to interrupt, will run.
Coward! Okay, but what is his run?
Okay, so that's reeling. Rise of the good guy.
Alright,
Get back here, criminal scum! Both of them are going to run, but one of them is able to also guard before running and keep his shield up. They get 15 meters. They're not going to catch up yet.
I am going to dash and sprint.
Oh yeah, you can't run. I can run though.
I'll stop him.
Yeah, but the thing is, running is a
I am going
stunt,
to
so...
guard and run. But yes, I will be sent reeling. Red was reeling, right?
I know, red is injured.
Pink is the reeling, we decided.
Which one was injured in?
I think red is injured.
Orange.
You know, I'm just gonna head over to the other map and I'll tell you in a second.
Yeah, just do it so we're not confused.
Red is injured. Orange is hurt. Purple is reeling. Yellow is afraid. Blue is focused. Green is guarding. And I think I'm colorblind because I don't know what sick is color-wise. We're using that icon now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're using the bleh, or the poison one.
So. When I get back here. That's very nice. Also, gunshot. Everyone in town will have heard that.
Yes.
I mean, all my guards are on this side of the river.
So, do you attempt to attack him, or?
I'm going to attack him if he stays there, but that's my run move basically. I've
Okay.
guarded and moved up.
Okay. Who's next? Or is that everybody?
That's everyone.
Okay. He will recover from reeling and continue to run.
But what is his run? Like how many?
20.
20? Aha! Mine is 22, so he can't escape me. So I will keep up with him in that regard, but I can't force him to stop. But I can use those 2 extra moves I have over him to oh no, wait, no, he's not difficult terrain. I can't pass by someone who won't let me. Crap. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep following behind him, I guess.
Just a quick question. Considering that reading causes me to drop on my ass, can I? Would you consider it that I will just purposefully run into him and crash?
You can do that.
You can certainly do that, yeah.
Because I can outrun him with ease, but I have to get up every single round.
You will take damage doing that though, and you have, the injury, but hey, it's a valid move. I will not question it. If you want to do that, go right ahead.
Those 2 guards are definitely huffing and puffing their way.
Hey guys, hold on. Hey guys, come on.
Considering that he's
Oh, wait, one of them has
right
fast
next
mover.
to a giant tiger slaver, I will do so right now.
Just fast mover give for run. He actually might be pulling ahead.
So do you consider this one action or two actions?
I guess you can do the run into him and crash into him as kind of one.
Because it's just a question of can I guard or not?
No. I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Only full tilt combatants can crash.
Oh, boo. But
Otherwise, I guess it says when you can no longer move, you're sent reeling, but it doesn't say what happens to the other guy.
Well, what you can do is you can run into him and knock him over, and you'll both be knocked over
no,
since
no, no, no. What you can do, however, is run towards hereabouts, and he can't walk through you, or if he no wait, he can walk over you. Crap, you're on the ground. No wait, a person lying on the ground are they considered, if they're alive, are they considered difficult terrain or a blocking character?
I know there's rules. I think they're difficult terrain.
Well, that's a corpse, but a person who's
Crashing is on
With a
page
sword.
146, by the
who's
way.
still yeah, a person who can actively defend themselves is considered
An active
blocking.
combatant may attempt to counterattack against the crashing combatant, but if he's running, he's reeling himself, so he's not an active combatant.
Well, he can't counterattack,
Right.
unless he has blind finder.
Blind fighting, yeah.
So you can totally crash into him, I guess.
But he can also retreat to the side, it says. An active combatant may simply retreat to the side out of the way. If the retreat moves the combatant out of harm's way, no crash is necessary.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, the problem is that you can run circles around him, but evidently, unless you're full tilt, it doesn't mean anything.
So, what's your decision?
I will attempt to crush into him because that's my best chance of stopping him.
Okay.
If you want me to roll something, I will gladly do so.
You don't need to roll anything, but yeah, he's knocked down, and so are you.
Okay.
You're just like bam, and he just bowls over.
And if I might suggest, these guards might run and figure out what just happened behind that house.
Well, with one success, yes, two guards do move close. And anybody left?
That's it.
Okay. He will he will stand up, and seeing that he is now getting surrounded, will guard. Yeah, because he can't quick. Okay, he doesn't want to drop his gun, so he'll just guard.
So then I guess he doesn't even have the time to stand up then.
Well, if he if he stands up, then he can't guard.
Well, I'm gonna cover from reeling, and let me see. I will guard 2 for... No, I'm just going to recover from railing. I can't focus with that last action. Shit. No. Okay, then I'll guard.
All right, then I will get up and recover from reeling.
Okay. And the 2 guards from the right side will approach with their weapons drawn and block his.
Excellent.
Cool. This guard finally makes it on the scene, while the other one will recover from reeling and will go ahead and try to strike the man who is guarding. Or
Okay.
not guarding, I suppose. He's got a sword. He's a deer, so he has increased body. And he has tactics. So he actually has a pretty good chance here today. D6, 2d6. Yep.
Okay, he is not guarding, so he only gets 1 die.
This deer is on top of things today.
Well, that'll hit.
That it is, and a longsword is damage +2.
Okay, so that's a 3-point. Okay, so he is hurt and afraid. Oh no.
Scary. Yeah, that's what you get, criminal scum.
Okay, who's next?
I think that's all of us.
Everybody? Okay. Well,
Are you
I
sure?
guess.
I don't remember Lu Wei and Ning going this round, did they?
They did. Ning stood up and recovered from reeling, or the opposite order. Lu Wei guarded and did something else.
I recovered from
Okay.
railing.
Just waiting for this guy to be a coward who becomes faster when he's afraid.
Wasn't he?
He is not a coward, but he recovers from the hit and draws his sword. Or no, he can't, so he guards. I guess he's, yeah, not sure what.
Okay. Now I can go. He is hurt, right?
He is.
Alright.
Can you please let me go first?
Sure, go right ahead.
I am going to try and scare him even more.
I don't see that.
Drop your weapons. You are surrounded.
Alright.
Okay. That's resisted with body presence and will.
Body will at presence, yes.
He has a 6.
I have an 8.
With 1 success, since he's already afraid, he decides to give himself up. But he still seems rather pleased with the fact that he shot the Muraich. So
And nobody has healed her.
Nobody got hurt.
Except for that one that's
Almost.
dying. That dying
And
woman is...
Nobody got hurt.
Well, she was apparently a whore. So I heard that somewhere. I don't remember where.
It's just on the wind, that's all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Carried on the gunshot that I heard.
Okay, so if he's going to give himself up, I would like to break out and go get back to Murai and leave the guards to deal with the guy.
Okay. So the guards will do their thing. And I'm sorry, 1 second here. The power outlet that I'm at isn't seeming to. Yeah, so one.
Oh dear.
As long as it's not smoking.
You know, I never had that before. I had TV smoke. It was also fun.
I used to live in a house with 150 years old wiring.
Oof.
I had a guy who came in, apparently came back from a war. I don't remember which one he told me. But his body was all bloated and his hands were like huge, like cooked sausages. And he said he had bought a new house and they had done the wiring wrong when he came back from whatever war he was in. And when he pushed the button on the dryer, like all the power in the house went through him and it cooked him. I mean, he looked it too.
Yikes.
Ow.
Well, apparently, you know, the dryer has that thicker plug that's supposed to carry more voltage through it, but apparently the entire house is wired badly.
Nasty.
Yeah, no, it looked like he split.
Okay, this is an impartial fix because the outlet basically isn't working. So I have to plug it in and I have to hold my mic. So this might be a shorter session, but yeah, we'll finish this up. So, do you happen to have any first aid?
Not really. I have 1 point in academics.
I have no points in academics.
Well, it's that
and
they've been running all
let
this
me
time.
cry.
The combat's over and she has to roll.
Okay, I guess make a mind and academics rolls to see if you can do any kind of first.
I have a success.
Okay. Well, you're able to stabilize her, but you're still panicking because there's blood everywhere and there's like the shot is still kind of smoking. But yeah, she manages to kind of wake up a little bit, but yeah, okay. First aid only gives a bonus d12. Either way, she's alive, barely, but she passes back out.
All right, then I guess I will. Should I carry her or should I leave her here? That is the question.
Well, somebody has to alert the doctor or Brother Pierre. Well, it's not. Yeah, it would have been a lousy way to go out of this. So I'm determined, based upon who she is, too, that she would have some mystical protection.
Hey, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying I don't trust her now. Trust her. There's something weird going on that you won't let her die. So, and knowing all the NPCs that surround us, I don't trust her.
All right, I will carry her to the doctor.
Okay. So you carry it to the doctor, and the doctor, of course, is like, what happened? What's going on? And you burst into his house saying, quick, she needs a doctor. He goes, oh my God, what horrible wound is this? Oh no, this is a gunshot. Was that what that was? And we'll set to his work. He will rote, making it so that she doesn't bleed to death. So, but yes. She is saved, but she is hurt, injured, and sick.
I will attempt to get his attention afterwards so he can take care of me as well.
He will say, oh my goodness, what happened to you? Oh, yes. right. You got hurt, but he can certainly do another check here for you. And he gets you for 3 more, and he'll say, yes, and about my fee.
I will pay him, yes.
Okay. So, Ning is rushed over. Yazi, you hear a gunshot go off, and you hear some commotions, and the next thing you know it, Ning is running in with the wolf to the doctor.
I mean, have I ever seen this person before?
Yeah, you've seen her around town. She's one of the exotic slaves that was brought back. She's been around for a little while, so you can't pronounce her name, but you know who she is.
Right, so one of the people that Tamara brought back.
Mm-hmm.
That was... Jesus, that was, what, 2 weeks? Maybe 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I brought a doctor.
Okay. Yep, she's been taking care of the mulberry
Oh,
trees.
that person. The person that Slinky Boy has been talking to all the time.
Yep. So, make a mind and observation roll.
Should I roll as well?
Yazi's outside, so just Yazi. Okay. You are noticing some things, so people are kind of running closer towards where the action is, but you notice rustling around in the bushes some familiar looking snow leopards, as well as every once in a while you catch a glint of chainmail, and they're all you do see a group of them stop and point towards the egg and just sort of like making, like, talking to each other in hushed tones, and yeah, they're obviously, they spotted it.
Guards, to me! Again, they're all over here.
Okay. Yeah, they
I called them over when I thought that the mayor was going to have a problem.
I like to imagine, like, Tamra this entire time, ever since the gunshot has been going off, has been, like, panicking and, like, putting on her armor and getting her shield. It's like, Samuel, give me that piece, put it on, quickly! Hugh Way, we have to get out there. This is it. This is our time. They're coming for us. Our last stand.
The Mayans warned us this would happen.
The calendar's been on 0 for years now.
But when they see, initially you kind of see that, yeah, it looks like they were going to move toward it, but seeing these hulking badasses with their shiny armor and their fancy looking polearms, they get like, oh shit, no, let's get out of here, and they take off. But yes, so what does the group do towards this captured?
I imagine the guards eventually catch up to Tamara before she's even finished putting on her armor. Like, we captured this person. What do we do? And Tamara will just, like, stare at him and just kind of go, "You're one of those foreign mercenaries, aren't you?"
Well, he's not moving. I mean, they're not going to move him anywhere. So it's more like, what do Lu Wei and what do you say?
Get me another drink. I am drunk. I am.
So
I'm
in this
big and
case,
scary.
Lu Wei is not moving him. They are keeping him where he is, and Tamara has to rush all the way across town to go deal with this.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, so begins Tamara's journey across all of town.
Wearing high heels.
Exactly, with your bound feet. But somewhere, somebody somewhere, Lu Wei, gives you another mug of something boozy, and but yeah, he just sort of glares at you and doesn't speak. But eventually, yes, Tamara, you arrive.
He's been disarmed, I hope, right?
Uh,
It's not just like standing there with hands up or something.
That's pretty much it. I mean, he hasn't been disarmed.
Tamara will look over the guards, is like, all of you, get here. Take that sword off his belt, or what else he has.
Okay. Yeah, he's got a sword, and he's got like a knife in his boot. But he's wearing chainmail and a wide brimmed hat from a country of origin you don't know.
Right, take it all away. Bring that weapon over here, she says, pointing to the gun.
Okay.
And she's gonna hold it up and just like look at him.
It is a fusil.
Mhm.
This has obviously been foreign made. If you have any sort of crafting knowledge, you can roll mind and craft.
Hey, wouldn't you know it? I'm a spider. I inherently know something about craft. Hey, I know something.
Okay. Well, there is a marking on it, and it's an F and an M.
This is the same marking the other equipment the mercenaries had.
That's right.
Isn't it?
You've seen that before. They belong. It's Fume's markings.
So, before she even like says anything about that, she's just going to look at him and go, "What makes you think you can come into my town with foreign-made weaponry and shoot someone under our protection?"
He says something in his own language to you. But if you had to guess, it wasn't pleasant.
She will sigh a little bit. You know, there are very unpleasant punishments in this land. It would do well if you were to speak to me in our language.
He just sort of grins and actually starts to laugh.
This is mostly like an intimidation thing. She can back up her threats here to try to get him to talk.
Okay.
Mind presence or will presence or something?
Body, will, and presence, I guess, if you want to physically intimidate him.
Well, this is more threatening, like, all the things I could do to you because I am technically the ruler of this town.
Okay, then I guess mind and present.
Okay. And let's see. Could I possibly add in my actual authority or nobility to that?
Legal authority, sure.
Okay, so I will throw in the D12. 6.
He seems rather undeterred. It almost feels like he's very, very sure that he will be just fine where he's at. And just kind of continues to stare at you with a gross-looking grin on his.
I will try to continue to press questions, but I get the impression he's not going to answer any of them in any way.
Nope.
With a sigh, Tamara's just going to be, go lock him up. And, you there, take these things to my armory.
So he the guards kind of like poke him with the spears, like, all right, let's go, and he just sort of shrugs and walks away. So he's taken, I guess, to, since you really don't have a jail, I guess
We don't
like
have a designated one on the map or anything.
you can lock him up in your cellar.
That is also true. I guess maybe that's the quote-unquote jail right now.
Yeah. So
Never
yeah.
needed to hold more than like 2 people at a time. And definitely not without a drink.
Yazi, you watch the bad guys kind of run off, and as you're watching them leave, you can actually see a couple squads depart with them. If you kind of count them as you watch, there's probably a dozen of them waiting by the cart there.
Yeah, it's definitely time to move the cart.
But yes, what if folks?
You broke up there.
I'm sorry. What do folks do?
Tamara's gonna head to the inn and look for Lu Wei and Ning and at least tell them it's like these mercenaries, they're back again.
Yes, Lu Wei, you're a little bit into your cups. Ning eventually will find her way back from the bar, or excuse me, from the doctor. You do notice that the squirrel girl is being kind of protected by Fang Jin, so he's kind of like, "I'll protect you, Lena." So he's like, "Oh my!" So
We must do something. There's no doubt that there are more of them. I don't think one of them would come alone for a grudge. Not in these sort of lands. Lu Wei.
do you head back? Oh, go ahead.
Lu Wei, I know you're deep into your cup there, but could you please perhaps take to some patrol and be ready?
Alright.
Please. The wolves. They'll know where this man came from.
Fang Jin.
Whom?
The snow leopard who's in the tea house with Lena.
Oh, well, I meant like finding the wolves of the militia because they actually have
sure.
tracking.
Okay, yes, you can round the militia up.
Mhm.
So they show up in like a squad form, like looking like, okay, something's gonna happen. All right, we're excited.
Undoubtedly, there are more of these foreigners around here. We must stay on our guard, and we must find out where they are. They must undoubtedly have a camp nearby. Spread and search for tracks. Keep a wolf with each party.
Aye, aye, ma'am. We're on it. They won't get away from us. And you send the squads out to search.
Mhm.
If you like, is anybody else doing anything in the?
Well, I've moved the egg across town.
Yes, I saw the cart slowly making its way over. Looks like you brought it inside of the alchemist's shop.
Yeah, because it's a stone shop. It's also not close to any of the town's borders, or the village's borders, so easily the most defendable.
Okay, and Lu Wei, you're sent out on patrol.
Yeah.
Sorry, I accidentally canceled out there. And Ning, what are you up to?
I am going to return to the tea house and, if possible, to speak with the squirrel. What was her name? The ex-slave.
Lena.
So yes, I would like to speak with her.
Okay, so you speak to Lena. So, yes, she sees you in and says, "Oh my goodness, thank goodness you're all right. What's going on?"
It seems that we have some mercenaries coming about. They might be
Uh-oh.
trying to.
You kind of cut out for a second there.
Okay, so I will repeat.
Can you hear me?
It seems. Yes, I'm here.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
I'm hearing you perfectly.
Can you hear me
fine.
at all?
Yes, I can hear you, Liz. I think your
Shoot,
internet's
I can't hear
acting
you
up,
guys.
Liz.
Crap. Something just happened.
Technical difficulties.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Okay. So I just unplugged my mic and then I heard Griff for a second and now I plugged it back in and I can't hear you. So one.
Can you still hear me? Not other people for some reason. Hello. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that works. I have headphones in now, so maybe that's what was going on. Okay.
Weird.
Okay. So yes, so now my audio is coming in through my headphones and I'm speaking through a mic. But yes, Ning, sorry, I didn't quite catch what
So yes, I will explain that there has been some mercenary that has basically wandered into the town and he attacked one of the people. And I will try to talk with Lane about proper partnership and maybe talking her into getting into acting more than just serving drinks.
Oh my, yes. Why, that sounds amazing. I've never been an actress before.
Well, actress is maybe a little bit too big of a word, but performance, I would like to have a partner to dance with
Oh,
and to perform with.
well, that sounds exciting. I certainly enjoy that, I guess, a little bit more than serving drinks, I guess.
All right then.
So she seems on board at least. Since you did work together for a little while there, pulling tips down, so.
Yes, I intend to take her as my ally down the road.
Oh,
An
perfect.
eventual wife.
Well, at the end of the session, actually.
Okay. Yeah, no, you can totally do that, or you can make a completely different ally. But either way, you can choose her career and all that.
Okay.
Okay, so um, in the meantime, though, Yazi, you bring the egg inside of the in the alchemist shop, and you hear the voice again and say, "Wow, I don't know who those people."
It's alright, you don't have to.
Okay, well, you're all big and strong, Yazi, and I know there's a dragon in you somewhere.
No, I just have arms and feet. Eventually, hopefully, you will too.
um, so he says something to the effect of, "Let me tell you a secret," and he begins talking about, and I guess in game terms, about metamorphosizing into something that you wish you were. So he kind of goes into, okay, inside there's a spirit of a dragon inside you, and physically it can be made manifest, and it's the will of heaven that it can shape matter and things. It sounds like he's speaking not in his normal personality. Um, And that goes for maybe about 5 to 10 minutes, and then he just sort of stops and like, oh, I'm a little sleepy. I'm gonna take a nap, okay?
Go to bed.
And yep, he goes quiet.
It's fine actually because literally that's the stuff that's written down in my book. So
Right. So he's
it's also not something I'd want to do.
okay.
I'm better as I am than I would be as. I'm two parts of a whole. I'd lose something by becoming just one.
Ah. But that's what he's referencing. You've heard this speak before. It's usually not very common, and or these books aren't. They're considered some circles heretical.
Yeah, they're prescribed.
Because
They're prescribed. Again, that's why I'm prescribed. It's heretical to be two different species. It goes against the natural order.
Yep.
I have an unedited copy of The Romance of Qian Tang and Her 9 Sons, because the regular version doesn't have the things to turn you into a dragon and to learn all the special magical arts of dragons. So though I might not do prescribed things in my business, my personal life is my own.
Ah. Well, he's certainly speaking things that are familiar to you, and that very few people would know, especially not somebody like not somebody who's 8 to 10 years old.
Right, well, also not usually coming from an egg.
Exactly, or inside your head.
Yes, the whole thing is weird. So, I'm just gonna write off the weird thing as part of the whole weird thing.
Exactly, it's exceptional.
It's extraordinary, get it right.
I think we're killing him.
cracking under these puns.
Oh, it's fun when it's fun. Okay.
I guess I just need to get a tougher shell.
Scrambled eggs. I got nothing. I'm tired and hungry. Anyway,
You want me
this
to make
might
you
be
an
a good.
omelet?
I would love that.
It won't be good by the time it gets there, though.
Well, you can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs. Okay. So
can.
this is. Oh,
You slice it
well,
open.
okay. Or you can drill a hole in it, I suppose.
Yeah. Cracking not required.
Okay, well, this is a good place to stop for the evening.
I had fun.
Yeah, so let's go through mottos real quick. Let's start with you, Yazi.
All will be revealed.
All will be revealed, and you've certainly moved towards that, especially with the paydays and all your fun planning. So you get an extra point too. Next up, we have.
You got cut off on that one.
Oh, sorry. Next up is Tamra.
Yep, Tamara. Her motto is "Actions speak louder than words."
Oh, they certainly do, especially with intimidation. So you get an extra point too.
Yay.
Next up is Lue.
I can move mountains and drink alcohol.
And drink alcohol and have otter girls fawn over you, but not fawn over you, and also stop fleeing mercenaries. So you get a point as. And last but not least, the ever lovely Ning.
And her motto is "For the glory."
Well, she certainly did that, and gloriously brought a dying character back to the doctor. So you also get a point. So this won't be the end of a chapter, but everybody gets 2 XP. So is everybody enjoying themselves?
Yes.
Indeed. Stuff is happening. It's exciting. Oh no, we're about to be attacked.
How about you, Yaz? Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, I'm enjoying myself. I do have one thing, though.
Sure.
I'm always the stick in the mud around here. So, something I just typed into chat.
This is where we're gonna get, some montage sequence where we build up a wall around the town and start training the villagers how to protect themselves. Right?
Well, we got a pretty nice militia right now. That's basically been my job. We could We're
A wall would
1 to
definitely
2
help.
if all the Firestrike gang and their mercenaries attacked at once. But we got an opportunity here where they're not all attacking at once, so that's great.
But we're not building a wall.
Well, the thing is that she said even if we got 100 people, it's still going to take a couple of seasons.
Right, and so it'll definitely be a goal I have in mind, but of course we still have the goals of, oh god, we're still about to be attacked,
I
aren't
mean,
we?
I can totally adjust the map to put incremental walls down, so...
Just make this
mean-
map bigger and bigger and bigger.
Well, the problem is the bigger we make it, the harder it is to load.
Yeah.
Well, we can just say there is a wall. But
No,
are we
no,
going
I
to
mean
build
if
a
we
wall?
expand the wall, like if I added more map space, put wall down.
And maybe just like make a map, a wall map. Just like have a section of wall and just say, yeah, if something's happening to the wall, this is the wall.
Basically have an outline of what is the wall and just not anything that's inside the town. So you don't have to render all the houses and that kind of stuff.
Like before coming to the game, I was actually also considering, like, maybe I should like make a wall around like the manor itself at the very least, and make that a fortified position.
If we don't want the actual map to be a battle map, I could just make it smaller, and that would probably make it easier to load too.
Right, this is more of a just like a fun map.
Right. Well, I didn't know
What we're
if
getting at, I'm gonna have to start chopping down a lot of trees, aren't I?
Uh-huh.
Well, you're good at it.
Yay!
well, we're also going to have to determine how long that actually takes, since I had to go back and come up with a pay
here's the
schedule
thing,
for you for 36 days in the future.
Well, here's the thing. Technically speaking, a Roman legion was capable of building an entire fort within a day.
How many people are in a
So-
religion? 140, I think, right?
A cohort was 480, I thought.
Oh, okay. No, I'm thinking of
Legion
oh
is
shit.
1,000 or something.
I'm thinking of the lines, the 3 different lines where you have the people in the front that are like the new people. You have the
Hastati.
it's not the word I'm looking for. Shit, I just used it like on Wednesday. But anyway, that's 140 people. That's 100. So one
like a
line of people is literally of the Legion is 140.
Manifold?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, maniples.
Anyway, I'm gonna get some foods. So glad everybody's enjoying yourself. As far as what happened with the being shot, there was something supernatural that did take place. There was something following her.
Hmm.
So yeah.
So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.
See
Alright,
ya.
Good night.
see you next time.
Doo-doo.